Alright, video number 2. 72 GTO with 2 puppies. Security system has been armed. Watch out for wagging tail. Yes, you're a good dog. Yes, you guard the Pontiacs? Are you a junkyard dog, Where's your brother? Where's your friend? Where's your cousin? Oh yeah, right there. Oh yeah. Hey, I want some of that too. I'm just an abandoned dog from a truck stop. What do I look like? Just mincemeat? I'm the real deal. I'm your friend. I'm your security system. Oh yeah, lick me to death. This is the man, Steve at Pontiac Heaven. Puts this all together. Does a great job. Brings the wiggy-waggy dogs. We get to walk around the great Pontiacs and look at all the parts we can't afford to buy because we're on a business trip and we got to make some money. I've been spending it. We got to make some back. 67 Grand Prix. Only here they offered a convertible. This one's got a 428 drum brakes. Oh, the camera just froze for a second. Looks really original, just spruced up. Underhood lamp. There's a switch on the firewall. Long branch swept exhaust manifold. Big sewer pipe exhaust and the tilted back angled oil filter bracket to clear those high output exhaust manifolds on the high output 428. Is this the real deal? I don't know. Ring battery cables. Lovingly restored remote control mirror. Hood tack. That's a Dixco hood tack aftermarket. The Pontiac one was cut at 90 degrees right there. The Dixco tilts back to hood the instrument a bit. 4-speed. Often you see one of those. Never. No air conditioning, no power windows, nothing. Built for speed. Power steering and brakes, remote control mirror, 4-speed, and factory headrest, which is pretty rare. Not as rare as some options, but relatively uncommon. 67 Pontiacs usually had a headlight here and a headlight there. The Grand Prix put a turn signal where the top headlight went and put both headlights horizontal, hidden behind the door. That was really cool. No vinyl top, 4-speed, 428, probably an HO. I would have thought it would have had 2 intake snorkels on the air cleaner, but it does not have preheated air to keep the carburetor warm to prevent icing. Very interesting. I have to talk to the expert about that one. 67 Grand Prix. Hey Scott. Great 67 Prix, a real original, and one of Pontiac's best. Your friend, Jim Wanger's Mr. GTO, 2012. He was Jim Wanger's and John DeLorean. Great car. Where were we? We've been chatting with the fellow that owns this beautiful 67 Grand Prix. It's a 400 normal motor. I mean a 428, right? Let's start this again. It's a 428, but not an HO. But he's been very, very careful to get the correct black coating on the bolt, and we were discussing the beauty of putting the correct parts on and making it just right. And I noticed that his little lock for his windshield wiper was askew, and that's because the little finger on the arm is bent. I said, be very careful, they're really hard to find. This is a very rare windshield wiper arm. I don't think I've ever seen one. So he said, yep. My car's stock, no Chinese reproduction parts. This was a disc brake car with the 4-piston calipers, but before he got it, somebody upgraded it to the floating caliper that was used in '69, which is a better idea. Don't have the expense of sleeving those Corvette style 4-piston calipers. Nice car, mostly original. He's also got a 67 Brougham. Loaded. A 2-door Bonneville Brougham with every factory option. Loaded. We'll have to keep in touch and check out that car one day. 77 Can-Am, which was a combination Grand Prix and a Le Mans. And Pontiac just wouldn't give up their sports department. This has got 400 shaker hood. Correct pulley. We discussed that also. Why do guys use that machine pulley? It's supposed to be a stamped 2-piece welded pulley. I don't think these came with 455s, only the 400s. I remember these. sure they're automatics. I don't think they came 4-speed. I don't even know if you could have had a slapstick. Got a nice tough steering wheel. Air conditioning, AM, FM, 8-track. No power windows. And no armrest in the middle. It's a cushion. And we've got this beautiful two-tone 65 Grand Prix. I can't believe I own this beautiful Grand Prix, and this one's even nicer than mine. It's got beautiful show quality paint, show quality chrome. Life is easy in the desert. It's hot. You don't drive your cars in the summer, much like we don't drive our cars in the winter. Correct Carter ABS. And wait a minute. It's got some kind of aftermarket air conditioner. The Frigidaire sticker, but it ain't. It's not a Sankyo, it's something. Interesting. Got the cover on the evaporator, which I don't have. It was there, but then it was gone. Power steering, power brakes. Looks real. I think it's got that same electronic voltage regulator that I put on my Buick when I had so much trouble with the original. It's in the splash shields. 65 Grand Prix Pontiac's luxury mobile. Nice wood on the dash. I ruined mine. A cup of water spill on the console and ruined the wood. Tilt and air conditioning. Mine has Comfortron. This has got reverb, rear defrost, no power windows. Got a remote mirror and two-tone. No vinyl top. It's got two-tone. Oh, interesting. GM's most profitable option was the vinyl top. Everything here is just beautiful and rust-free. I don't like those tips. Personal opinion. Rust-free. Mine's a little rusty underneath. Not a lot. No rot. Just some light surface rust. It was someone's baby. Just like this one. Got a beautiful shiny gold paint job. Rear seat armrest. And floor mats. Deluxe seat belts. Can't see. It does. They're beautiful. 65 Grand Prix with 8 luggers. 64 two-door Catalina resto mod. Got some billet parts and HEI ignition and beautiful bucket seats with cloth inserts for those hot Phoenix summers. Air conditioning. What a beautiful billet dash these Pontiacs had. Right through till 66. At 67 they just went all gone. I like that hard top, convertible top look. Fake top bows stamped into the steel. Then we've got a 66. I like the 65 chrome around the headlights. Seems most people like the 66 style. Oh, here's that cover again that I'm missing. It was on my car at some point, disappeared. Air conditioned, bench seat, Catalina. First year for those. 65, they were chrome with a red button. Got that nice lump in the dash for the air conditioning outlet, the square gauges. That's how they all came. Mine's got factory gauges in the speedometer. Extra cost. This one just has air and deluxe belts. Got a beautiful Firebird Formula 400, 1970. You could tell it's a 70 because it has headrest seats, which was 1 year only. They went to the high back buckets in 71. These are the plastic years for GM. All that billet was gone. Make Ralph Nader happy. Padded safety net. There's the car right there. Ram Air you can afford. This is February 2006. Well, 10 years ago maybe. Formula 400 Ram Air. 1970. The last year for high compression. 71 they went to no lead fuel, low compression, net horsepower rating. So your 350 horsepower engine was now rated 290. No more crankshaft ratings with no accessories. Who knows how they rated them in 71 versus 70. Oh, look at that. 65 Grand Prix, just cold crank. Right there, right beyond the Hemi Pontiac. Mickey Thompson special. the rear wheels. Rust free though. Like the junk we get back home. Cars back home were rotted within 10 years. I'm going to see this Grand Prix come into the show. Looks like the air conditioning is working beyond that tinted glass. 66 GTO, 67. Resto mod, lots of chrome, clean firewall, lots of billet. $1 million red paint job. That is some paint job. I don't know if you can capture it in the video, but it is smooth and sweet. It even has billet engine. Poly double feed, vacuum secondary. On a genuine Pontiac motor, but it does not have ram air long draft exhaust manifold. So, valley cruising. Great GTO with a 4-speed, probably a 5-speed. That's the way to go nowadays. Drop your 390 or 410 rear axle ratio down below into the high 2s. Able to cruise down the road and get some decent fuel mileage. Gas ain't 25 cents a gallon anymore. Air injection reactor. This is pollution control. Air injection exhaust control. $44. Who needs that? First dual gate shifter. Nice aftermarket wood wheel. Hood tack. And this is a 67 as well. The great one. Restored 13 years ago. 1965 tri-power on the 67. In 67 there was no more tri-powers except the Corvette. So you could put on a 66 tri-power, which was the same size center carb as the exterior carburetor, the outer carburetor, the front and back carb. This has got the ram air exhaust manifolds. I think you can tell the hood's only partly open, not our car. So we'll put our grubby fingers on it. In 67 you could have had 400 HO. No more 389, it was now a 400, and the HO was a 360 horsepower option versus what, 335 on the standard 467? This one is fuel injected, Pontiac powered, and that resembles a Corvette Rochester fuel injection, kind of, sort of. Port fuel injection, air conditioned, mandatory, just like a heater back where we live, or freeze. Swaddle bodied. Port fuel injection. I have to get a description of this from the owner. There's a lot of complicated parts here. He's got it figured out. I'm sure he drove it here. It's a 66. 66, the grill went all the way around. In 67, they put a nice mesh grill in like a race car. And they stopped the trim around the grills right there. Didn't go all the way around. They changed the interior a bit and went from horizontal stripes to vertical stripes. What do you think, Miss Hip Chick? Yeah.
Convertible.
Red. And this
Like
looks
that.
like a Le Mans 326. Little baby brother to the GTO. Sport mirrors, Keystone period mags, bench seat, column shift. It's an automatic. I've seen a few 3-speeds here. This is a 71. Factory tachometer, but no gauge pack. Probably a slap shifter. 1970. Dual snorkel air cleaner. Lots of cold air. GTO 400. Love the red convertible. I had a 70 GTO hardtop. It had judge stripes. It was a 400 3-speed, and it was rotted junk. I bought it for $250. Beat the crap out of it. I was 20 years old. I lent it to a friend. He locked up the tranny or the shifter, and off it went. Paid $250, drove it all summer, and sold it for $600. Not a bad deal. I don't miss it. It was a rot box. 64. I don't know. I think this is my favorite year GTO. Got the smaller center carb. Could be a genuine factory tri-power. Nice gold color. It's got newer 1967 or 68 was the first year Pontiac Rally 2s versus the Rally 1s. Nice bucket seat interior, console, 4-speed, period correct tachometer with a nice billet clamp around the steering column. Older style looking gauges, autometer, and air conditioning. and four-way flashing. Let's go take a look at the other side of it. And we're going to head to the drag racing and see these Pontiacs run. Yep, four-way flashing. Stop. Got a clock, period, tack, 64 style wood wheel, and a 4-speed. 389 tri-power, 4-speed. I personally prefer the Rally 1s, though the Rally 2s do look good. There was a 63 Bonneville convertible here with a 3 on the tree, but maybe went drag racing with it. This is a 57 drag car. Power. Letting on the gas pedal. Power. Brake on the brake and power on the gas pedal. Building towards that billet dash that made Pontiac so beautiful. 57 street rod, period. What kind of motor we got here? Pontiac power. Looks like an original sleeper with a generator, but this is some hot rod. Headers. Cold air induction. Looks like a sleeper. Beware, it's got racing slicks. What the heck is going on here? Looks like your grandfather's 57 hardtop. Smoking the tires. Let's see this baby run at the track. Yep. This guy means business. Beautiful 57. I love the 57 Chevy, and the 57 Pontiac is a much fancier version of the 57 Chevy. The gas door is right there. Some cars had it hidden behind the taillight. Strollers, Fremont. Beautiful 57 Pontiac. Transmission, GM Turbo 400 with manual reverse pattern valve body. 5,200 RPM stall speed. What? Whoa, baby. Can this baby run? Fremont drag strip. Don't be fooled. This 57 show car. Some hot rod. We're going to go check out the drags. We've had a good time here. We'll take a few pictures and dream about tri-powers and 4-speeds. And my dreams of all the bucket list cars, like a 67 Grand Prix ZN with a 427, 425, and a 65 Parisienne convertible with a 409 5-speed. Yeah,